The cabin lights dimmed as the steady hum of the engines lulled passengers to sleep. In row 12, Daniel leaned against the window, his young daughter's head resting gently on his arm. A single father, worn down by 2 jobs and endless responsibilities, he finally allowed himself a moment of rest after months of exhaustion. But the peace shattered when the intercom crackled. The captain's voice, trembling slightly, asked if there was a licensed pilot on board. Gasps swept through the cabin, flight attendants hurried down the aisles, and passengers whispered in fear. Daniel's daughter tugged at him and asked, "Daddy, what's happening?" He blinked awake in confusion, until the truth hit him. Before tragedy had stolen his wife and forced him to give up flying, Daniel had once been a pilot. He had buried that life for his daughter's sake, but the desperate plea from the cockpit rang louder than his doubts. With his heart pounding, he raised his hand and said quietly, "I'm a pilot." The crew rushed him forward. In the cockpit, a young captain with fear in her eyes explained that her co-pilot had collapsed mid-flight. She couldn't land the plane alone. Years of distance from the skies filled Daniel with dread, but when she placed a trembling hand on his shoulder, he knew he had no choice. Something inside him stirred as the words of his late wife echoed in his heart. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing love above it. He looked back to see his daughter peeking nervously through the curtain. Drawing in a steadying breath, Daniel slid into the co-pilot's seat. The cockpit came alive beneath his hands as muscle memory surged back. For the next half hour, he and the captain worked in perfect sync, running checklists, exchanging commands, steadying each other's nerves. Turbulence rocked the plane. Passengers clutched hands, prayed, and cried. And then, at last, the runway lights appeared. "Prepare," the captain whispered. The wheels screeched, bounced, and then silence. They were on the ground. The cabin erupted in applause, strangers hugging and weeping with relief. Daniel returned to row 12, where his daughter flung her arms around him. "Daddy, you're my hero," she whispered. Tears filled his eyes. Not because he had landed a plane, but because he understood something deeper. Life had tried to ground him, but love had given him back his wings. Later, the captain told the passengers, "Tonight we witnessed not just skill, but selflessness and humanity at its finest." And for the first time in years, Daniel believed it. This isn't just the story of a father or a plane. It's about how ordinary people fighting silent battles can rise when the world needs them most. A reminder that kindness, courage, and love still have the power to change everything.